black magic has me in its spell.
Oh boy, so firstly we of course got Noah's loot so we can go wake Une. That's of course right over here. There's no enemy encounters or anything in here. This is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, and pretty quick and easy.
I slept well. Parrot on my shoulder now. Aye, ma'am. I need to stretch.
And by stretch he means jump all over the walls, and just have an overall ball.
I'm Une. I was in the dream world for eons. Doga told me about you in my dreams. Why did Zan do such a thing? Let's get to the ship the Invincible, in the ancient ruins up north. It can fly over mountains.
What?
Huh? Don't want to be seen with an old lady?
No, that's not...
Then let's get going.
So Une joined our party.
Almost forgot. Take this.
We've obtained the Fire Fang. What's this?
This fang and the 2 fangs that you have will get you past the 4 statues that Zan made. There's one last fang, the Earth Fang. You need the Invincible to find it. Let's hurry.
Alright, so our objective for the endgame has become very clear. Zan is guarded by those 4 statues, we need the 4 fangs, we already have 3 of them, and the last one we can get with this invincible airship that Une is going to help us obtain. The problem is the next part of the game, however. As she mentioned, the Invincible, that ship we're going after, it is here. In this cavern, where the zombie dragons are. Now, the zombie dragons aren't the biggest problem, because, of course, we can just make Spade a thief, and we'll be able to flee easily from any battle we want to. This becomes especially important on the 2nd and 3rd floor, where there are these enemies that endlessly, and I do mean endlessly, multiply. They also have too much health for us to kill them quickly enough, so we really just have to run away. We honestly don't have a choice. Although, on the 4th, 5th, and 6th floor, we have those same kind of enemies who will multiply or divide if we hit them with physical attacks. And we can't run away from those guys. The only way we can beat them, hitting them with magic. So as much as I like Hart being a geomancer, we need our black magic back. Hart, turn back into a black mage. We really could use some armor and everything, and weapons. And that's not all. I honestly don't know if we want Club to be a knight. Just because his physical attacks aren't going to be of any help in this whole area. But what else do we make him? You know what? And this is going to be an odd pull. We're going to make him an evoker. And we're going to do summon magic. I really didn't want to do this stuff, and this is the reason I'm resorting to this, is because I tried to do this recording session about an hour ago, and it went so poorly. I was recording for over an hour, and I couldn't get through this one dungeon. Before we head here, I'm actually going to go and buy some stuff for everyone, including some evoker spells. It was honestly ridiculous how much time I was spending in this dungeon, to the point where, yeah, I had to stop. I had to stop and I had to do a brand new recording session. Oh no, we are out of Gil. Hopefully we have good enough spells there. It's so weird to have Club as an evoker of all things. That certainly doesn't look like him. Alright, with all that taken care of, we could probably do better in terms of weapons and armor, spells, all that stuff, but right now I'm just concerned about getting through this dungeon without taking an hour like I did before. We're gonna flee from every battle we can, using either Spade's ability to run away, or using the escape ability with Club's summon. And we're just gonna do everything we can, and this is why we needed to get to Une first. She's gonna get rid of these rocks in the way. It's kind of surprising nothing is done with these scholars over here. We just need to go straight south. These are the enemies here, Azrael, which I was making a lot of jokes in that now deleted episode about how, oh, these guys are terrible, just like Azrael in the comics. But yeah, as you can see, they can multiply into more enemies, and they can do that faster than we can kill them, especially if they get the ambush on us. These Eater enemies are also able to multiply into more forms, and so we gotta get away from them too. As you can see, and you know what was really peeving me off? They would reach the maximum capacity of 6 of them, right? Those Azraels. They would reach 6 of them, and then let's say we did haste on Club, and then we hit one, which was what we had to do to one-shot them. That's all we could do. We'd kill one of them, and then on the very same turn, one would multiply and create another one, immediately replacing the one we killed. Even though it was already they were already at max capacity, right? So they were either being really lucky and predicting what we were going to do before we did it, or they were just flat out cheating, which, you know what, if you're gonna flat out cheat, I don't care. I'm gonna run away from your battles then. How about that? And here we have Basement 5. You know, it took a couple of game overs before I actually switched Spade over to a Thief and started fleeing, because I didn't think those Azraels would be as busted as they were. But once I got to this floor and realized, oh no, these enemies here, the Visago and the Kronos, these guys will divide every time we hit them with a physical attack, and as you will see with Spade here, we cannot run away from them. So we're gonna do everything we can with summons, and maybe escape is able to work. It's worth a shot, you know? That did no damage at all, and we took most of our health. We can't escape. Heart is dead, and that was our only source of magic. Chocobo. Dash. Okay, Chocobo can get us out of there. Oh, that is a lifesaver. That is so important. Okay, so the Thief can't get us out of there, but a Chocobo can. This 6th floor here is as far as I made it. Well, at least last time. I mentioned this a lot, but I think this is just generally really bad design. There is a method for killing these guys physically without using magic or anything like that, but we are not able to obtain it at this point in the game. At all. Oh, I think this is the last floor. Please don't have any encounters. Yes! We've made it. Grab the wheel, Spade. It's time.
Okay, take the helm, and off we go.
And we are off in this absolute behemoth of an airship. This is the Invincible. Are we in control of it? I'm not able to do anything. Une, I thought you said take the helm.
Listen up. The stairs back there lead to the surface. To board the ship again, stand in its shadow and press the A button. The A button can also boost the engine to fly the ship over mountains. The B button will stop the ship. You can steer the ship by standing at the helm, understood? Follow me. This is like a vending machine. Exchange gil for items. You can get strong weapons.
You serious? I gotta pay for weapons in my own ship?
I've also summoned Fat Chocobo back there. Come on out, Fat Chocobo.
And so we have a permanent Fat Chocobo and a permanent bed to rest in. The Invincible as an airship is awesome.
Doga's calling me. You have to leave? Yes. I trust you to do the rest yourselves. Get the Earth Fang from the Cave of Shadows north of Amur. Then head to Doga's Manor. We have something for you. Good luck. See you in Doga's Manor. Bye.
And so Une left the party. Okay, so we have our objective. We're gonna use this Invincible to get the Earth Crystal, or the Earth Fang, not the Earth Crystal. And then we're gonna go see Une and Doga again in the manor. But first things first, I'm getting rid of these jobs because I don't want them. Actually, you know, Heart can stay as a black mage, but Spade and Club are gonna change right quick. I'm going to make Spade the Thief into Spade the Magic Knight, or as it's more commonly known, the Dark Knight. Club is of course gonna go back to being just a standard knight. Spade as the Magic Knight currently doesn't have anything we can use, although it will be very important later. We are really slow, aren't we? This whole maze here is what eventually leads to the Earth Fang, but I'm gonna go somewhere else first. So on this path, just kind of south of Saronia, we can, as you can see, use the Invincible to go over these big hills here, and this leads to a brand new town of the game. And yeah, we don't just exit the airship simply, we actually gotta take the ladder. This leads to Falgabard, a town full of mystic knights. Hey there. Welcome to Falgabard, the training ground for the Dark Blade. Dark Blades are only for those who overcome darkness within. Magic Knights can wield them. I like the lore of a lot of dark magic stuff in most content, really. I like the idea of it being like, you gotta overcome the darkness to be able to control it and stuff. But yeah, these guys sell katanas of sorts, which is the weapons that Mystic Knights or Magic Knights use. And these weapons actually can attack those dividing enemies without dividing them. So how come we couldn't get them before we did that dungeon, huh? What do you got for magic here? Oh wow, just real simple spells, huh? Actually, wait a minute. Cura... Oh yeah, look at that. We could actually use Cura with Spade as a Mystic Knight. That's neat. The legendary Masamune has been lost for years. I wish to hold that blade. We know exactly what that sword is. That's from the original game. Only Dark Blades can defeat monsters here. You don't stand a chance. It appears we can go through these trees and into this room. I seek one who can wield the Chrysanthemum blade. Let's test you. Oh man, I might not be ready for this. Okay, we got a boss fight, and yeah, let's see what we can do as a Mystic Knight. Let's also go ahead and haste with Club. Man, I miss doing that. Dear God. Okay, yeah, we really need to buy some armor for him. Let's go ahead and raise him up this turn. Oh, I hate when it has no effect. That's such a waste. That didn't happen with a life spell in the original game, not at all. Oh dear, Heart is very hurt after that. Oh wow. Okay, he died a lot quicker than I thought he would. Hey, that's good though. We got some gold so we can buy some armor for Spade. And we obtained the Chrysanthemum blade, which I assume is a katana we're gonna give to Spade right away. Let's see, yeah, 206 attack. That's even better than Club now. Nice. Ooh, a demon shield over here. And a high potion. Another high potion. And demon mail, so we won't even have to buy the demon mail. It's just handed to us right here. So here we have an optional cave. And this has a bunch of enemies that will divide, just like before. Yeah, these guys. These were actually in the last dungeon, I believe. I mean, we'll give it a go, but I'm probably just not gonna bother with this place. And of course, all Club can do right now is guard. But as you can see, 518 damage without them splitting. That's nice. Then again, these guys do have a ridiculous amount of health. Like, way too much. Ooh, Diamond, hold on, please. Yeah, another 240 and that guy's still hanging in there, huh? They're still hanging in there. Wow. These guys are strong. Nice one, Club. Defended and they missed. Wow, Club just taking all the attacks that turn, huh? Yeah, another 200. Still not dead. Still not dead. We've been hitting it every single turn. And look at that haste effect. Very nice. Okay, yeah, these enemies just are annoying to deal with. I really don't like the dividing enemies. It's another instance where it's an entire dungeon forcing you to adhere to a mechanic. You know, before we had the dungeon where you had to be mini, and we've had the dungeon where... or we had the boss fight, rather, where you had to use dragoons. And I suppose if we had a party that was just Mystic Knights and Black Mages only, then maybe I would consider it, but right now half of our party is practically useless in these battles, so it's just annoying to deal with.